right, so let's start. The two of you, co-plaintiffs in this case, are now bringing a lawsuit against the defendant because you said that she did not honor the contract by paying you fully on the contract. So tell me how you even know her.
Well, I first came into contact with the defendant on the Sugar Baby website. It's just a place where it gives opportunities for sugar mamas and sugar babies like myself to come together, meet, see if we're a good match, see if we could have some type of relationship.
Have you done this before?
I have. I'm experienced. I've been doing this for the past 5-6 years now.
Oh, okay, so this is not a new thing for you. And what about you?
See, he been taking me under his wing. This is new for me.
Okay, so this is
Wait. This is the first time I'm actually stopping the court case just at the beginning of it, because this thing sounds so strange. First of all, they made it look like it's legal, you know, like it's a work, it's a legal job out there to be a sugar baby to a sugar mommy, and it's like there's a website for it, and apparently this one is even putting someone under his wings, which means that he has a protege that is teaching how to be a sugar baby. It's just a weird thing, you know. This is just a weird thing, and the more I watch these court cases, the more I get shocked by the things I'm seeing out there that people are doing. So, well, let's continue and let's see how this case goes, man.
the first time you've done this?
Yes, I'm a broke college student.
Okay, so did the two of you all know each other before
No.
you were on the website?
Not at all.
No.
Okay, and so, Ms. Stacy, you were on the website looking for sugar babies.
That's
were you
correct.
looking for two sugar babies, or it just happened that you liked both of them?
It just so happened that I liked both of them. I was looking for one.
Looking for one?
Yes.
And so tell me about the process.
I found out through friends that are using it, and they're having good experiences with it, so I tried it, and
Okay.
to my surprise, it worked out to be great. I've been using it now for about 5 years.
Oh, okay, so you are experienced. This is not your first go round with this.
No, it's not, but it's the first time that I've been brought in court.
Well, let's talk about this.
Okay.
So how is it that you selected not one but two of them? Tell me about the process.
During the interview process, which is on via camera, Zoom meetings, I met with both gentlemen. They answered all my questions.
What do you ask them? What kind of things do you want to do to have on your checklist? Your requirements?
It's similar to a job interview. What are your goals? Do you want to get a good insight on how their mind, how they think, their
Okay.
behaviors. Your goals, are you comfortable with this? Your reason for being on here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
So now you know from the interview that Daniel hasn't done this before.
Yes.
But Carl is, let's say, he's seasoned. He's
Yes.
done it before. And so now you have both of them on Zoom on this interview. And then what happens next?
Well, even though I call him Danny, but Danny is not experienced, Danny is full of life, a lot of fun. And so that's what attracted me to.
By the way, George is looking at Danny like this woman is saying things about Danny. Danny is nodding his head. I'm like, the judge is, I'm sure in her mind, just like, he's full of life. You're feeling so proud of yourself that she's giving you good criticism, yet you're a broke college student, and the best way you think you can earn money is to be a sugar baby to a sugar mommy. It's just a weird thing, to be honest. And I'm sure the judge is taken aback, but she's just trying to keep our professionalism in this one. But let's continue.
Selecting him.
All right.
And then, of course, Carl being seasoned, he would be the ideal match for the more upscale things and events that I need accompanied with me.
Okay.
So since, again, both of them, I said, you know what, this can work out. I can have two, and then more or less like a backup plan if one incidentally was not available. There's a backup plan there.
Especially since Danny is a student.
Yes.
Interesting. So then after you screened them, did you then meet with them in person?
Yes, I invited them both to my home. And that's where, additional screening before the actual contract is edged in stone, and get them in my house and sit down, talk with them, get a feel, them as well as them to get a feel for me. Discuss.
Okay, so hold it right there. You all still don't know each other at this point.
At all.
But she's interested in both of you.
Yes.
So now you move to the next stage, and she invites you to her home for a further interview.
Yeah.
So now are you all there together at the same time?
Yes.
Basically, like, I walk in and I get greeted by the guards. I'm sitting down. I'm being passed a glass of champagne, and then I see
Right.
this guy walking in. I'm like, all right, well, I guess this is the competition for the interview.
Okay, all right. So now tell me, from your perspective, what happened during that in-person interview?
Okay, so I walked in and I see a security guard. I'm like, and then I see another dude sitting there. I'm like, okay, I know what I signed up for. I just need my money. So then I walk in, I'm like, all right, we have tomahawk steak and good champagne. So it's cool. And then
Overcooked steak.
Overcooked steak. And then she gave us a contract, and you know what that said. Both of us sugar babies. And I agreed to it.
Okay, what was your impression?
Ultimately, I was able to negotiate that I will be receiving $1,000 a week, a little bit more than my co-plaintiff.
$1,000 a week to be a sugar baby. These guys, no wonder they're in the business. This is a lot of money. Yeesh.
Just because I'm experienced, so I felt comfortable with the arrangement.
All right, so the arrangement was that you would receive $1,000 a week, you would receive $500 a week. So basically, you're walking away with $4,000 a month, and you're walking away with $2,000 a month. And you're a student, you've already told me that you need the money.
I need it.
So, Carl, I'm curious, is this what you do full time?
I'm also a marketing manager, expert on the side. I do, marketing for different small brands, social media.
All right.
But this is the best side hustle. Why I have a side hustle that's really hustling when my side hustle could be some sugar?
Coming up on The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
Does this involve sex?
No.
It doesn't.
That would be illegal.
It would be illegal because it would be prostitution.
Yes.
I mean, $4,000 a month is not bad. I mean, you're talking about almost $50,000 a year. Well, actually, yeah, almost $50,000 a year, $48,000 a year. I mean, that could be your main hustle.
That's why I've been doing it for years.
Yeah. So I'm curious, how much time does this take? Like, you sign up, you're doing it $1,000 a week. You must have a lot of other free time, too.
As a whole, yes. And I can spend that time thinking about, I guess I consider my client, really, it's my sugar mama. I can spend that time thinking about my sugar mama and thinking about what can I do to provide for her and be there for her and make this a healthy relationship for the both of us.
Exactly.
Interesting. I am absolutely fascinated by this.
And that's why I look up to him.
So he is your mentor?
Yes, he's my mentor.
He's teaching you the ropes?
He's teaching me the ropes, putting me on game.
So you're learning everything from Carl as to how you are going to be a great sugar baby.
Yes, especially because this is my first situation, so it's a very learning situation. I would like to learn from a great guy like him.
Okay, so Miss Stacy, what happened then? I mean, did this go well? I mean, tell me why we're in court. I don't understand. I mean, it sounds like you all got this contract, right? Do you have a contract in writing?
We have a contract in writing, signed by both parties.
Oh, you really are very serious about this, aren't you?
I want my money.
It sounds too professional, like this is actually a real job, I started taking the guy seriously when he said he was making $1,000 a week. Well, man, in as much as I might criticize the moral standing of the job, it looks like it's a professional business for these guys. And you see the other guy, he's so proud to have this guy as his mentor, and the mentor coach is so proud to be like, yes, this is my mentee and I'm putting him on game. So it's just a weird one that I'm actually, watching. But let's continue though.
Hey, well, clearly this is a business transaction. Okay, I'm going to have to ask. I am going to have to ask. What did you have to do for this $1,000 a month?
This is a simple contract. She wants us to be there for her emotionally. So if she calls me, I'm answering within 5 minutes, and that's in there. If she wants a date, at the beginning of the month, we're planning out 4 dates for the month. If she needs to change stuff, it's a 24-hour notice. Like, we're there for her. We're at her beck and call.
Wow.
On call.
On call.
On call. Holidays.
24/7.
24/7, like a worker. This is real.
Because you know that I'm not the only person who's thinking about this. Everybody in the courtroom is wondering. People watching at home are wondering. Does this involve sex?
No.
It doesn't.
That would be illegal.
It would be illegal because it would be prostitution.
Yes.
Just emotions.
That was clever. You knew it was illegal.
We're here for emotional support.
Emotional support. Because if you got paid for sex, it would be prostitution.
This would be a different courtroom right now.
Yes, exactly. You know what? You really are a businessman.
Yes.
You really are. So it's dates, she has an escort, if there's an event, you all are there.
I'm the
You
arm
there.
candy.
You're the
candy.
arm, okay. I'm really beginning to understand this.
Yes.
The arm candy.
Yeah.
I got it. So not one, but two in this contract. And so, Miss Stacy, tell me about the situation. Were you happy with the situation?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I got 2 for 1. That's the price I normally pay for one. And I saw potential in Daniel. I call him Danny.
Yeah.
And so I came up with this idea that I get 2 for 1. I'd have more availability at my disposal. And Danny could learn from Carl. It just seemed like a win-win situation at the time.
And so you were happy?
Yes.
Things were going great?
Absolutely.
They fulfilled their responsibilities under the contract?
Yes, yes.
And so why are we in court today?
That's the million-dollar question. They feel that I broke the contract unfairly.
Well, it sounds like they were available. They were on 24-hour call. They fulfilled their requirements to be there within a certain amount of time. There's a calendar of events, and they would decide who would cover what. So, I mean, it seems like things were going really, really well. And what you've said is that this is a great arrangement because you got 2 and you had more flexibility, well, and availability is the other part of this, under this contract. So, what happened and why are they suing you?
Judge Hatchett, if you look at the contract towards the end on page 1, it clearly states that sugar babies shall not go anywhere without my knowledge first. Well, not anywhere, anything pertaining to a date. Okay? No events, no parties. I'm just supposed to be aware of everything, especially anything pertaining to a date per se.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you had only had one sugar baby, they couldn't go out on a date? They couldn't do anything?
No, that's a part of the contract.
Whoa! So, sugar babies shall not attend shows, plays, musicals, or anything related to a date.
Correct.
Coming up,
It's such a weird one, because, okay, first of all, it's a sugar mama, sugar baby relationship. And the fact that whatever they said in court makes it sound so professional, like, okay, they are very specific in their role in what they are supposed to do for the other. The sugar babies are supposed to be emotional support for the sugar mamas. Their arm candies to events, follow them to events. But in everything, there is no bedmatics. They are not going to do anything as part relating to sex. But funny enough, in as much as that is very stated clearly according to what they've told the court, now part of the contract says that the sugar babies are not supposed to go on dates with any other. They're not supposed to go on dates or have any other, um, exciting time. I saw musicals play in the contract. They're not supposed to do this without notifying their sugar mama prior to whatever thing they are doing. So it sounds so like it's going to be a very restrictive kind of job role where, in as much as you guys are not doing anything as relating to sex, it's almost like you guys are in a relationship. And you going on these things without notifying the sugar mama is you cheating on the sugar mama. Sounds like that. So it's a restrictive thing. And it's just a weird one because even people that are dating, and now at least even though I don't agree with it, even people that are dating in the modern sense, I'm seeing things like open relationship and all. But this one, it's a contractual relationship between both parties, and yet there's nothing open about it. So it's just a very weird one. But let's see how this goes in court.
From your perspective, did they violate this term of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
How so?
On Valentine's Day, well, actually the day before Valentine's Day, I was actually invited on a real date.
Okay.
And I accepted.
But you don't have to let them know.
Correct.
Okay. So it doesn't work both ways.
Correct.
Which makes sense. I get it. I get it. So
And-
you were invited on a quote unquote real date.
Real date.
Woo. All right.
And according to the contract, I gave them 24-hour notice advance to let them know that their services will not be needed on Valentine's Day. They had the day off.
Okay, so were they both going to join you on Valentine's Day or just one?
They both.
Both of them were going to join you on Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
we had a
All right,
fun-
that was your understanding.
Yeah, we had a fun
Yes.
day planned, but again, 24-hour notice. So on Valentine's Day, I reached out to them. They both reached out to me. We were understood, so we had the day off, and I had my day free to have my real date. And then when I went to my favorite restaurant, as soon as I got seated, I was totally shocked when I looked across the room and saw them both there together, sitting at a table, seeming somewhat cozy with one another.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just like it sounds.
I mean, of course, we friends. This is my sugar.
He's not my
This is my
type.
sugar brother.
Sugar brother.
Yes.
Well, I'm learning so many new terms today.
We're basically like brothers now.
I get it. That was my feeble attempt at a little humor. I take it all back. So you see them at the restaurant, and did you approach them?
Yes, I did.
And what did you say to them?
I walked to them, and as I was approaching them and they noticed me coming, they both looked shocked and surprised and somewhat fidgety. And I said, okay, what the hell is going on here? And it just made it clear to me that I suspected that they were on a date with each other.
Okay, let's just watch because I have so much to say about this thing. Because you see two guys that are supposedly dating you as your sugar babies, so they can't even go out and just chill and have a good time themselves because they are dating you and they are paying them $1,500 every week. You know, it's just it's so weird. And this woman. Let's continue.
Access to their cell phones, and I started looking at it when they were at my home, and the two were engaging in more frequent conversation with one another all hours of the day and night.
So weird because this is supposed to be a mentee and a mentor. They're supposed to talk to themselves as much, especially the fact that they have a mutual client. And she's complaining that they are both interactive with themselves. You know, this is the world we live in now. A woman dating two men is even complaining and suspicious of the two men dating themselves. It's just a weird one. But let's continue though.
To me, what happened that night?
We were stood up for a date we had planned for a month and a half ahead on a special day on Valentine's. And we were talking to each other like, look, we have 1 month left in this contract.
Exactly.
We have a dinner reservation already signed up. How about we go, sit at the table, take a little business strategy meeting and talk about what can we do to finish strong and get another year out of this contract.
So after that particular night and that encounter on Valentine's night at the restaurant, what did you do, Miss Stacy?
I felt that they were closer, and it wasn't just on Valentine's Day. It was other incidents leading up to that. For example, I had access to their cell phones, and I started looking at it when they were at my home, and the two were engaging in more frequent conversation with one another all hours of the day and night. And it just, again, there was some other things, little things here and there. The camaraderie between them two seemed to shift from casual to more personable to a
So
little
give
bit
me an example. You looked at their phones, you saw text messages. So what made you think that it was not just an alliance, because they are working together, to something romantic between the two of them?
Well, 2, 3, 4 a.m. text messages first thing in the morning. I mean, they're supposed to be reporting to me, not to each other like that.
We need to talk. We're a team.
Rhonda, that's cap.
They were checking in more with each other than they were with me. And again, the spirit of the messages were a little bit more, they were more than casual, I would say.
But was there anything in these text messages, other than the timing, that made you think that they were connected somehow, other than purely to fulfill this contract and as business partners?
Nothing. Paranoia.
I think they were being honest about the situation. And I think that if they had something to hide, they wouldn't have been at that restaurant that night. Was this the restaurant you were supposed to originally go to?
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you all have been fools to show up in the same restaurant.
Exactly.
Right, I mean really. Okay, now that I understand that, I'm convinced that y'all are not that crazy. You know, you might be, you know, different, but you're not that crazy. All right, with that in mind, I am going to enter judgment for the co-plaintiffs in the amount of $6,000, $4,000 for you, Carl, $2,000 for you, because those are consistent with the terms of the contract.
Yes, ma'am.
There's nothing further. For reasons I've stated, judgment for the co-plaintiffs will stand adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the co-plaintiffs. The defendant has been ordered to pay $6,000.
I don't know if this is the energy she brings to a professional contractual based relationship that she has with these people. Now you can see why she's even in that space where she even needs a sugar baby at that age, because the woman seems to have a lot of paranoia going on, you know, a lot of distrust. I don't know if she has some battle she's dealing with, or, you know, some trauma from her past, but come on. Two guys that are in a contract to date you, and yet you are suspecting that they have something to do with themselves because bros are chatting by 3 or 4 a.m. without you having anything romantic in their text. Because of course, if she saw anything romantic in the text, she would have mentioned it in court. So there was nothing romantic about the text. This excuse was so surface level and so basic that, in fact, I agree with the judge in this case. Though I'm so surprised by the whole professional based sugar baby type work that is on now. And these guys are actually well paid. You know, $2,000 for a rookie, and for the guy that is well experienced, 4,000 a month. That's actually good money, you know, for people that are doing sugar babies, that are giving the ladies some sugar, according to what they said. But it's one of those things. But according to the court case, I totally agree with the judge's verdict. The woman's excuse was surface level, and she should have followed the contract through and through. And with that being said, guys, tell me what you think about this one. I'll go by the name East Coast Prince. This is East Coast Talks, and I'll see you guys on the next one.